All right, we are getting ready to go and starting 15th. It's a little too far up here, but we will quickly make our way to the back, I am sure. We got one person that we know in here. Bob has got into this race. He'll be starting on the last row. And, nope, there we go, 16th now. Yeah, I'm extremely slow. I wasn't even planning on running this series, especially at this track, because I hate this track with road racers, just because they feel like they always have to pass. There's no working together with most people. So it's just going to be a lot of time wasting with people that don't know how to do a good, like leapfrog, and really in-officials, unless you're working over Discord with someone, you're just never going to get it right anyways. So yeah, we're going to give this a go. Good news is standing starts, so don't have to do the full pace lap. Got a few people in here that I assume we're going to see on the Rex, but I'm sure we'll be on the Rex as well, just because I've got one lap in, and that was a 2:01 or something like that. But I haven't been in the draft yet. Although these people weren't in the draft for their queue, so yeah. I think we'll be losing some Formula I rating, which is perfectly fine with me. So let's hop in, get ready to go. I got the paint scheme fixed. So we are now looking at white instead of that light blue. And I got the roll, or the halo, painted black. So
to be fighting for the podium.
We don't have that red anymore, although there's a red reflection there coming off the car, but that's fine. So fixed setup, 20-minute race, looks like 11 laps. There's going to be a lot of chaos, I am sure, on this opening lap, but that's where I get my positions, because we're not going to be passing people probably. First I've got to learn how to drive, then we can learn how to try to pass. Jump start to the right.
Green, green, green.
And then he doesn't go. So we're clear to the right. I'm just going to hold position here.
Right side, you're on the left, 3 wide.
We knew the checkup was going to be massive.
Stay on the left.
Just back off here. We got a gap behind us, and then we don't have to deal with the guy that threw it in there 3 wide.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear.
We're just going to ease here, right behind the 20. And we'll get around him if we can, but we got one going wide up ahead.
You got a slow car on the left. There's an incident ahead. The leader's gone off. You got a slow car on the left.
And we got a couple of people wrecked there.
The car's the leader.
We'll get the 5 car around us if he gets a run, because I really have no idea how this thing is in draft. Try to set up the 20. He's a little slower in the braking zones. Carousel gets a little funky. And then Bob says it gets a little loose through the kink later on. Got one going around.
Go right. Car right. Clear on the
I didn't touch him. He overreacted. Holy shit. Alright, well, looks like we're in the top 10 by everything that's happened, or even further. I said half the field was going to be out by the end of lap 1. I gave that guy room. I don't know why he turned so hard. I think he was just worried I was going to run into him. There's no one behind us.
12,
they are really, really far behind us.
You're in the top 10.
We are in 10th. Let's see if we can try to catch onto the tail end of this draft. That's going to require me to be good through the turny bits. .3, we're just getting a tiny bit of draft right now. I don't need to blow the corner though, trying to catch up on entry, because my skill is not in the braking zone, it's not in the turning, it's driving within my limits so that we stay in between the white lines most of the time. Almost pitched it there though, talking about how I don't wreck. Bob's still alive, 3 spots back. Pushed it a bit hard through there. We're okay, they're side by side ahead. I think one of these guys might be damaged. He's way off base. That's going to give us a bit of draft.
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
And that's the guy that I knew was going to wreck. So we're in 9th now. We've had to do a lot of dodging. I know y'all get annoyed by my halo in the way, but I can't stand the way that it looks with it off. To me, it just looks so bad. Almost pushed it too hard. 5 cars catching back up. Which is actually kind of good news for us, because we'll get him around us and let him pull us up to these guys, because he's catching these guys, because we're holding even with them. And then we can just kind of hang on to the back and, well, unless I drive off. Still not 100% sure on my gears through some of the corners. Got a couple of people catching us, but we are so far ahead of where we should be right now that I know I'm the number 2, but a top half finish will be good for me. Go down to 2nd there. Yeah, I didn't like how tight it felt there, and then when I got off it, it rotated hard. Alright, so we'll just get this guy past us. He should have a massive run here. We'll lift off into 1. May not even need to lift off into 1.
Car right, 59.026. Stay on the left. Clear.
And make it nice and easy so that we both gain as much as we can.
14. Just set the fastest lap. There's an incident ahead.
We've had something happen ahead, but now we get to go fast because we have draft. And he's going to pull us right up there. And he should know that I am not going to try to pass him. The 18 is catching us. Ooh, god dang. Locked it up. I need to be smoother on that whole transition up over the hill. A little bit of inside blocking. See if we can learn from this guy. Okay, there's definitely more grip through there. We're still in draft range, he's in draft range, so we're gonna go very, very quickly down this straight. Hopefully we don't go to Canada. Second gear is not the call there. Yeah, he's just dropping us. Too many mistakes. Still in draft range. Just keep him hidden. We'll be good in draft. And we got
8.437.
not too many more laps to go. 20-minute race is going to go by quickly here.
Car in T13, just set the fastest lap.
I'm pushing it too hard there, and eventually I'm going to get it out on the dirt and snap. Trying to keep up with this guy, but I am so damn slow. Alright, that was at least a little better through there. Got another one off. So we should see a pass by the 5. Nope, he's gonna wait for the front stretch, it looks like. Turn 1's probably a better place to pull off the move anyways.
The car in T.
2 cars behind us are still catching.
57.832.
Way too easy through there. Oh man, nose shoved hard there. I don't know if it was just because I tried carrying too much or what, but... Alrighty. Still in a good spot, P9.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go left. There's an incident ahead.
P8. Almost feel like I've got to try to pass this guy now that we've caught him. And try to hang with the 5. We both kind of locked the front wheels there on entry. That's going to let the 5 just ride off into the distance. Downshift was the bad idea.
Car right. Still there.
He lifts off.
Clear on the right.
Five cars too far away though. We're never going to catch his draft because he's not going to be slowing down. .4, we're out of that draft range. I don't have a button to clear the tear off because I made it pit limiter, so
8.401.
just have to deal with this, but 5 does get slowed down a little bit. Unfortunately, I took turn 1 very slowly. but 5th place is going defensive, so they may slow each other down here at the end of the straight. Almost drove off. Oh, this thing's really starting to turn good. Five's being really patient. I think he knows that he's not going to be able to really pull away from the guy, and he's not going to be able to catch the cars ahead. So he's probably just waiting for final lap. I nearly threw the race away there. Got a little wide and almost rotated on grass on the corner entry. Okay, he's going for the pass, and he's got the pass, it looks like. Whew. Now is this guy going to constantly fight back on him? 21's catching back up. Yep, that guy's going to constantly slow them both down or wreck them. I thought they were going to be spun coming out of the corner there, the way that looked on entry. But as we feel good about what we're doing, the 13 and the 18 have caught a lot more, and I'm falling apart here. Just get a sniff of draft, it would help me out, but they're pulling away. Even defending and entering the corner side by side, they're quicker than me. Although that little battle they had slowed them down a tiny, tiny bit. And we're just on the edge.
.736.
Oh, pitched it. I'm getting too aggressive with my turn in. Five ran a little wide there. Made him a little slow off the corner. It's going to get us a tiny bit closer, but this is the corner I'm bad at. Okay, well, I was better. Slight lift off to make me feel better. Should be 2 to go when we cross the line. kind of turning in harder, center a corner, and that is working for me.
The car in P1, just at the fastest lap.
But 7th place right now, and now we're getting down to it, so if there's close racing, people are going to do even dumber things. 13 has cleared the 21. Probably has been that way for a while. We get our first 1X pushing too hard. 1.4 behind. Ooh, I don't know if they made contact there or what. Upshift too early that time. 13 behind, lost a lot of times. 14 starting to fall apart a bit, locked up the brakes. Keep it nice and narrow. Big gap behind us. Actually been really fun, but we haven't got stuck in the stupid pack draft, so that's made it better. We're not going to catch the 14. We'll try to keep pressure up, but I'm not going to push it 100%. I drive off the track. He's gaining back on the 5, but the 5's got draft, so that's probably going to prevent him from ever catching the 5. We got no pressure behind. It's 3 seconds back now. Seventh place would be amazing. This guy's still pushing really hard ahead of us, so I could see him driving off the track, even though he's got a great finish. Weren't close enough. We're going to kind of back things up here. Just a little lift off so we don't catch him right in the middle of the kink.
Car on. Still there. Still there. Stay on the left.
And he just turns in and don't know what I'm supposed to do there. He just turned in and gave us no room. I mean, I slid out a bit, but I think he stays alive. Not how I wanted to get that, but it also wasn't my mistake that could put him back towards us, so
there's the flag.
We'll go look at it and say sorry if it was my fault, but
nice run, solid work.
I may have just pushed out there, because obviously I've never entered. No, he just turns in like we're not even there. I'm turning in and he's hitting us, so yeah. At least he gets going right away and only loses one spot, but It's on me, I guess. Oh, he might have lost another spot. But he was also pushing hard when he didn't need to and drove off the track and got us close to him. Give him room there. We're fully beside him, but he just turns in like he's expecting us to be all the way up on the curb, and I just can't at that angle. So I'll take the blame for it, I guess. Let's go take a look at all the wrecks. First up, leader self-spins out of the corner. There was a lot more wrecks before that. Where'd Bob end up? He got 14th. Wasn't there wrecks before the leader went off? Or am I just full of it? Yeah, so we get 3 wide there. No, the leader was the first wreck, wasn't he? Alright, well. 2 people spun there. I don't know how that guy possibly had that issue there, but... And then, yeah, what happened with this guy? I don't understand it. No, not that guy. This guy. He just right turns as hard as he possibly can there. We gave him room, and he just wrecked himself there. 10 car locks up, drives off. 4 cars back here. Was once leading, is no longer. "15 overdrives, drives off the track, and then gasses it up and almost wrecks everyone. We got through that, luckily. Looked like he was stopping, and then he rolled around or across the track, but then 17 had a good run going, but he just spins it off there. 22 had a good run going. He dives it in and just loses a bunch of spots, and then there's me, and sadly we just, made contact trying to race there. I just needed to turn it harder, but that was a bad angle that I have obviously never practiced. Did not want to wreck the guy. I was perfectly fine with where we were, but he went off and gave us an opportunity. So, unfortunate. I'm sure he's not happy with me, but that's racing sometimes. Let's take a look at the results. And, whoops, wrong button. We gained 42 iRating, which I did not want. I do not need to be higher than I am, but people keep wrecking and giving me free spots. We get 6th. Should have got 7th, but, yeah. We end up with 5 incidents. A lot of people with really high incidents, probably from 1Xs. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. And, thanks for watching.